And I like to see that from NaVi.
Well, I think that's something as well, like a trait as obviously Guardian years back, even, you know, when I first saw him back in Source at that point, it's like the evolution of a player as he has, the amount of experience he's now racked up as an older man. He doesn't need to make those sort of crazy hero plays. He'll go for the calculated high percentage win, and he can normally back it up. So a huge round from NaVi. It's all tied up now. But the worrying factor is for me, Tom, the more Kriegs I see on NaVi, the more scared I get for TYLOO.
Well, yeah, the real worry is that 4 out of the 5 CT weapons are T weapons.
Yeah.
And that they haven't even needed to bring in an AWP yet, which this team, well, I would say has one of, if not the best double AWP setups in the world. So that's a really worrying prospect that NaVi are currently feeling that they don't even need to use it.
Easy round of popping heads so far, as all the NaVi players are finding a large amount of success with these Kriegs. Flaming, doing a little bit of damage. Should be the simple 2K to close it down, as he will.
These have 3. And as I said, now that we start to see the money build up, I wouldn't be surprised that if NaVi lose this round, or even lose a couple of players, we'll see the AWP brought up onto either Guardian or Simple. It depends what they're going to be doing. Like, if it's just a passive, like, make sure you hit the shot, you'd get Guardian. If it's, hey, we want someone who's just going to wreck him,
yeah,
I think we know who we're going with.
That is very true. But that's the point. Like, right now, there is no reason at all to throw away those guns. The only way we see them get taken out of play is if they do lose a round, and it's a full wipe at that point with no saves available. It's the early round, though. Attacker taking a fair bit of damage as the opening point of contact. Heavy aggression towards short once again. TYLOO, they've liked their plays towards the A site, Tom. They've not been a big fan of B.
No, we haven't even seen him play towards B. There was the one round where someone with 2 HP tried to run in with 10 seconds left with a bomb.
And got spat on.
Yeah, and then there was the round where they tried to split mid when everything had already gone wrong. So it almost seems like the fail-safe that's not really a fail-safe. Like, oh, everything's gone wrong, let's go B. Oh, we died. Okay, whatever. Like, it's not been part of their plan, which, to be fair to them, that's quite common. Like, not many teams are that good at utilizing the B. So I was actually quite impressed watching Godsent play. They were really methodical with a lot of their utility and very, very good at finding early trades. And that's something that they're currently struggling with on the T side. Electronic able to get away with 2 being so aggressive on short, and I think they're really struggling to counter that at the moment. Yeah,
Electronic playing around that smoke was absolutely perfect. The timing was great, the use of the flashbang literally as they pushed in. It was very nice to witness. Unfortunate for Freeman as well, just on the timing there as the wide swing comes around from Simple. He is going to fall, and somebody has to do a lot of damage here on the site, and he can't. Guardian with a wild spot.
Give it a go.
I think this is my round. I'm feeling it, boys.
But yeah, it is going to be onto Guardian. I think that will significantly change, the dynamic of this. You can see straight away, he was the passive man on the site, considering they've had so many short pushes. Now he's the aggressive. Now he's the man looking to try and take those fights. Get in the faces, and I think things are only going to get worse from here. Nice shot, though, from Attacker, but again, instant trade. So much map control at the moment being challenged for by NaVi. Missed shot, though, but look, okay, never mind. Electronics just killed basically everyone, and okay, Freeman. I completely understand it, like, at this point.
But then, like, Guardian misses the first shot, and then all of a sudden, everyone's dead.
Yeah, Electronic, who has been flying high, 10 and 5 at the moment, top in the server. These are the sort of matches you want. That's a good start, though. We finally see an aggressive play coming out from long. Something you want to see, especially if you have the right spawn, and Ubuntu is going to be able to get away with it. And this time we are finally going to see a split. I think they've learned from the last round. Basically, okay, how close did we just get with absolutely nothing? Let's see how close we can now get after an entry frag comes in on long. Flamey, I don't even think he had any idea. He was looking in completely the wrong direction, so I'm not sure that that was either communicated or if he thought they were that far forward. But now, well, this is a save. Yeah. There's no doubt. Like, I think Simple was hoping that maybe if he can spot someone over the smoke, he can get 1 or 2, and then they have a chance. But retaking B in a 5 versus 3, even though their money's fantastic, it's not worth it. Don't just throw away the guns.
No, absolutely not. Unfortunately for them, the Kriegs have now been taken, so at least they've been able to repo those bad boys. But yeah, NaVi full commit on the save. I did like how once they got out towards CT as well, we saw 2 CT smokes, and there was nearly a third. And I think it was Freeman, he just held back and put it away, and it was just like, all right, good.
Did they put the one onto the boxes? Because I don't even think they did.
No, they just threw 2 in the same place, and there was nearly the third one out, and then they went, all right, boys.
Because at the moment, the most common smokes that you throw there is obviously the one that's a little... if you're not looking for them to buy a double AWP setup, you're probably not that much of a fan of Counter-Strike, because I think this could easily be the best double AWP setup in the world.
This is the dream, really. Like, as a spectator sport, this is them literally going out like dynamite fishing.
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully they do give us some flashy plays to try and relish it. The aggression, once again. The Nova players, they've gone for the boost out on short. This time, Guardian will hit the mark, though, so that's attacker removed pretty much instantly into this round. This is not a great start for TYLOO, and it could be the follow-up as well. Freeman should be peeking in off the back of his flash from his teammate. The Guardian will go for the smart play, just back off.
Yeah, I think that flash actually did catch Freeman as well a little bit, so that's probably why we didn't see him get too aggressive. But yeah, but somewhat what I said from the previous, like we now see a little bit of a change from the setup. Boomage going to be out towards long, and he hits the shot this time. It's not going to be that opener that TYLOO got in the last, and they've also gone heavier on their B defense. This is much more of a default round, and I would even say at the moment it seems like the aggression in towards short is actually part of their default, which is kind of mad. You don't see that on too many teams, but they're literally so good at taking that control, and now they've been able to not only waste so much time for TYLOO having to try and retake that back, they have long control, they have an AWP homed in, and they have the rotator in the form of electronic. This is going to be a tough take.
Guardian blind for so long. The jumping trampoline-based face from electronic. Luckily, once he calms himself down and holds his ground, he's still going to be able to hit the shots as he peels back the scalp of Freeman. The site control is taken, but it's a 2-on-4. Summer? Excuse me?
Let's just ignore that and move on. Boomage already going to be getting an extra kill. More Summer. Hopefully he's had his shooting practice. He does manage to get the kill at least, but Simple easily trades that out.
Was that like a motivating love tap to try and, like, you know, get them pumped up to win the round? That is one that is going to frustrate Black.
Maybe it's one of those things where, like, there's certain video games you play where you get this power-up where the more damage you take, like, lower your health.
The round.
Yeah.
And that's not great.
It was worth the risk.
So odd.
Well, I don't think it made that much difference, in all honesty. And already leg shot coming in. We are seeing such dynamic AWPing at the moment. We've now got Guardians switching places, so Simple wanted to take the long peek. That's the wonderful thing about Dust 2, is spawns. So obviously having the right spawn to get that long take, hits the leg shot, and now can actually fall back. And obviously Guardian's going to be a seasoned veteran of playing middle on this map, so it's not like too much of a worry. And already, again, we are going to see that opening pick. Luckily, it's the same player twice, so he hasn't just damaged one significantly and killed the other. That would be a worse case for TYLOO, but they've struggled with everything. Literally, the one buy round they've managed to win is because bunte ran out long and got an instant headshot. As I said at the time, I thought it'd be difficult to recreate. The last couple of rounds, they haven't even come close to recreating it.
Yeah, they've really slowed down. They need to try and put the pedal to the metal if they want to step this one up. Right now, though, Summer, he has donned the AWP. He spent a good majority of the round just sat towards T-spawn, looking to try and reel someone in. And this could be so very awkward. The flash out for electronic, he walks in, loses the fight, goes down instantly to attacker, and it does get a little bit closer. Once again, a 4 versus 4. Bentet, though, he's only on 63 HP. Everyone on TYLOO is grouped up close towards short.
Oh, that's dirty. 30 seconds left and a smoke goes down. That timing is so perfect, and now we can just wait on the other side. Almost gets the collapse straight off the bat as they do look to run into this site, and it's the man you don't want to face on the other side. A second already picked off, and only 15 left for them to try and turn this around. They are getting absolutely slaughtered, and it is Simple to do the work.
God damn, he was going for no scopes in there as well. That is just beastly from the man as he starts to slaughter everyone as they come into his domain, proving a point.
He got 4. He also legged the 5th.
Yeah. And he went for the no scope as well.
It's got so much worse, hasn't it, though? Because, like, at least at the start of this game, you were going, okay, well, everybody's just playing decent. Like, Electronic was playing, I'd say, above average. If Simple goes off, you're screwed. Like, they just had a chance. 8-4. They've come to an AWPer's playground and they're getting wrecked by an AWP Electronic. He's had enough of people stealing his frags. He's gone running up the top of mid. 2 kills already. Tag teaming up.
The timing on it as well.
They're getting slapped.
Dude, it was so awful.
The scrimmage maps.
Yeah.
And then it's like the matchmaking doesn't quite work properly. And it's like, oh, what rank are you? Oh, I'm golden over 3. Oh, what rank are you? global. And that's what this looks like. They're just having fun with it. We're starting to see like very, very aggressive plays. Like we saw Electronic run up the top of mid, Simple covering him off. Guardian, he's being forced out of angles and just staying. Like he's got no reason to really fall back. Like they're so confident in their plays, and they have not been missing shots with these AWPs. That happened earlier when it didn't matter. Now that it does, every single shot has connected since. And yeah, there's a reason that this scoreline is 9-4. Guardian even going for those like peeks into the pit. Like, come on, man. Like everybody knows those are the ones where you go, that's a bit risky. And he's still there. He's still hanging around, and they're taking damage all the way across. Like, there hasn't been anything here that made me think that TYLOO are going to win this round. An extra smoke comes in as well from a teammate to help him out. This is just beautiful stuff from NaVi.
It's worked out so well for him. It required 2 Molotovs as well before he even took a single point of damage from those firebombs. Over and short, a bit of an awkward confrontation. We will see Electronic dropped by Attacker, but Attacker is the only one remaining for TYLOO, and it's a CZ bullet to the brain.
Oh, something I do love about Boomage is he's so aware of what he needs to do for his teammates. He just goes, okay, like he didn't take any damage from that one, don't need to do it. I'll hold it, I'll hold it, I'll hold it. Okay, he's dying, and you see that he tries to switch. Like Guardian's like, okay, I'll get it out. Yeah. Already his teammate gets it in. It's like, it's just fantastic. And again, Electronic has now found a kill within the first 20 seconds of the round. Like, how many times has that happened? Like, too many.
It's crazy that he's still getting away with it. Like, the only one time we saw it was way too bold is when there was literally 4 players. And that's actually the only one time that TYLOO even got a frag to stop it as well. Every other time he's literally had a playground to just run away with things. But no, you're right. I mean, Boomage, if he had to be a fireman, he would be rapid on the response.
He'd be like putting the water over the building before it was on fire. Like he was like
the preemptive water.
He was literally like, I could smell the candle.
I knew someone left the toaster on.
Yeah, exactly. Can you leave a toaster on?
Yeah, maybe if you like sellotaped it down. We'll see. We'll do some experiments.
If someone's caught fire to their house by leaving a toaster on, they may be the stupidest person in the universe. They just sat there holding it going, oh, my house is on fire.
Oh, it's caught fire. Would you look at that?
Oh, and they're getting naded down. Like, everything's just been working for NaVi. That timing was perfect. 30 seconds up and coming on the clock. Ooh. Same players again, but now Electronic in a different spot. This is the best opportunity they've had. I've said they weren't missing shots. This is the first round where anything has gone wrong. Flamey now with a chance to pad his stats a little bit. 6-6, make that 8-6, and it's left all onto Attacker. The bomb is down. There's only 14 seconds left. I almost wonder if Flamey could just run. Of course he's not going to.
Welcome back, everybody, as we carry on with this fairly exciting NaVi-based slaughter that is going down on Dust 2. They have been popping off. Big man himself, Sasha, is awoke at this point, Tom.
Yeah, I don't like seeing him having the mini raid boss because I feel like he's just gonna get kills. Like it's really not been much of a fight. Like you have to remember, 3 of the 4 rounds that have come up from TYLOO are based off winning the second round and then just following up the next. So with the extra weapons they managed to steal, from then on it was just destruction. Like they managed a single round, whereas we sort of mentioned, I feel like NaVi gambled in the wrong direction. Attacker, this is a big gamble, but he misses the shots and now just has to scurry away. A good opportunity for TYLOO there, and now, well, as they've lost the map control, you can see NaVi are going to try and capitalize on this. They're going to go running into the site. Boomage trying to lead by example, but Ventet is actually going to get a kill elsewhere. They seem to be battling on a lot of fronts, and they have actually come out on top here. Flamey's even found another one. Leaves Attacker and Summer. This is such a weird round. They're battling almost for both sides. Attacker's still here. He hits the second headshot as well. Simple is going to be there to trade him out. And as said, I don't like seeing this man with a P250. It just seems like it's unfair. Summer, well, he's got a CZ, but with the limits of no armor. Bomb's not actually planted, so Simple is actually going to have to cross back over to the site, but I don't think Summer expect him to have walked that far down. He's just got to peek wide, and this will now be that little bit of information that should be enough for Summer. He should get aggressive here, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Simple's only going to have a second or 2 to peek back out. The dick hit up, but both players taking damage, miss shots. This is so awkward! Summer finally will close the round out. But dear Lord, was that messy.
Oh, Tom, my poor little heart during that. He picks up the USP. He had to reload the USP. Someone's just there swinging around a CZ in his face. What on earth?
I'd never thought I'd be seeing the day that the CZ won a reloading battle. It's kind of mad, isn't it?
It just doesn't make sense. It was like watching a slow-mo video.
Yeah. Either way, no surprise. None whatsoever. NaVi aboard. Right, we saw this round be perfectly successful in the previous. You can see how many rifles TYLOO have gone for that exact reason. We can't afford to go for those extra pieces of utility and electronic. We kicked off the first half well. He's kicked off again here. An important opener onto BNTET. He's had a nightmare, really. 6 kills to his name. We saw him play fantastically well over in the Asia Championships, and he's not turned up yet. And to be fair, the way that NaVi have been playing, I can kind of understand.
That's what's awkward, though, is it doesn't matter what side of short he's on right now, CT or T, he's still finding the entry frags, which is really quite awkward and a massive detriment to TYLOO CT side. And now we've fallen to 50 seconds left on the clock. They've got 3 players left. Summer's barely alive at this point with 30 HP to his name. 2 of them stuck over towards B, an attacker on an island. Whoa, nearly turned the corner and had his head smashed in.
Even with that pick, it's the trade straight back from Boomage. Obviously took the sacrifice in the previous round, and, well, the remaining 2 are on B. So this round's over. They're not going to challenge for this. 2 Famises, or a couple of Fami. And they're gonna just sit it out, and it is the unfortunate truth of Counter-Strike at the moment. Even with the change, it's such a small change, $250. If you get that bomb down, you see one of your players get a couple of kills. That's enough to be able to hand an SG over, and that's exactly what Boomage did. And that's the one thing that's so fantastic about this NaVi side, is that they were doing those sort of buys. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna make myself cringe. They were doing those buys when it wasn't cool. Like the sort of the simple buy.
Are you saying NaVi the hipsters of the scene?
Sometimes, yeah. To be fair, it wasn't always clever, but they would hand a rifle over to their best player, and he would be able to win them around. Now, you don't even have to do that to this extent. If you want an SG, sure. Boomage are the best teams in the world. It's this one.
Yeah, I mean, they've finally got a roster that has everything they need, right? Be it composure, be it just the level of absolute lethality they have with basically the assassins that are on this squad. There's so much that can be done. And again,
I don't even know what's
the aggressive plays. This is the second time they've just pushed out on short. That time, I don't know what the end goal was. That was just a wide swing.
That was one of the players with a gun as well. Like,
it's a bit bizarre, but they're still committed.
Okay,
how does that work for somebody? 2 frags found with a Famus, making himself famous with that play.
Okay, I don't really know how it worked. I guess if you're a NaVi player, you're sat there going, well, they're not going to do that again. Then hey, they did. Fair enough, it worked, and actually Freeman's going to win that duel as well. Oh, it looks like this is looking like a TYLOO round, and I'm surprised. Flaming Electronic, all that's left to try and bring this back. It's a similar scenario to what we saw when TYLOO won their second round, though, in the previous half. It's a scout watching the cross. And basically, if BNTET misses a shot here, either he has to run or he's dead. Like, he shouldn't be given a second chance. And they're going to go peeking in, and even slow peeking, Flamey hits the headshot. And now they have a chance. He does actually get tagged up. I was going to be surprised if that wasn't the case. And luckily, Attacker's so fast on his rotation onto short that this should still be around. Flamey in with a chance, but he's going to need a kill now. Attacker, he's going to wait. I'm glad. It looked like he was going to try and fight that on his own. Instead, it will now be the 2-man take back from TYLOO, and I don't see their way of losing this. It came a little bit close in the end, but a good fight back. They've given themselves a lifeline in in a match which was looking pretty much over, and they're even going to wait to try and retrieve a little bit of extra weapon there. It was an SG down, and of course, you want that to be on their side.
Oh yeah, if there's an opportunity to scavenge a Krieg, go for it by all means. But yeah,
there is ludicrous. Like, I think the first player can be forgiven, and then Boomage obviously had a nade in his hand. So again, these are rounds where I think it's so tough to recreate them. So it's going to take a lot for me, at least. I'm sure the people watching at home as well, to truly believe that TYLOO are going to get back into the game when a round is won by I'm not going to say fluke, but a lot of luck going your way.
Well, yeah, but think about the play that won it, right? Like, that kind of is just a fluke. It's not going to happen again. It's one of those where it's not repeatable or consistent rounds, and if it's not sustainable, you're not going to be able to do it again. You're not going to win them and start linking them together. At least now they do have the slight chance, though. They've actually got firepower. They've got some utility. It's not the best in the world. I mean, they've got 2 smokes left at 1:15 on the clock, and they've got 2 kids. Ooh. But, you know, NaVi have Guardian, and Guardian's just going to start doing what he does best, and that is just destroying people with AWPs.
Yeah, it's interesting. We haven't seen, I would say we haven't seen anywhere near the best of him within this team. I don't think he's there to be a star, necessarily. But when he's doing stuff like that, like, you can't really complain. Like, that's a tough opening pick to take. And, hey, they've got the man advantage now. All they have to do is trade effectively.
I wonder as well how much of that is the fact that Guardian played in such a structured NaVi lineup for so many years and then went into a whole new environment where I don't know if it was rejuvenating or if it kind of threw him off the beat a little bit with obviously the time and phase, and now he's back.
Depended what bit you're talking about. Like, probably at the beginning it was great.
And then there was just that downhill spiral. Be'enTeD, though, going to be looking to try and win this uphill battle, Tom, as they start to swarm in. Oh, Guardian! He is just doing some cheeky things with this AWP right now, as Be'enTeD has been slain and the site has been taken. This is now NaVi territory.
Yeah, they got save again. And the tease, I don't... Like, this is the interesting thing. Like, obviously, you've got only a Deagle on Simple, so he can go hunting. But their money's not great, but I don't think they really care. Like, they've been so dominant in so many of these rounds, and again, that was just purely off the back of like some sick shots coming out from Guardian, like both entry picks from Yorp on the T side, and it's not even like the common Dust 2 AWP picks, like, oh, you're sat back, you're waiting. Those were pure entry fragger kills, like just running up and just taking a headshot, and they're even now just ending the lives of some of these remaining players. The only one who's going to survive is Summer. That's a very good round from NaVi, and to 6.
It's also a bit awkward that out of this entire game, now 20 rounds in, we've seen 1 pause from them. Like, obviously,
did we even see a pause from them?
No, so that initial pause that was taken was the technical, and then they took 1 pause, like into the second half. But it's scary because it's one of those, right? You know where like you feel like you're winning around here and there, and you're like, oh, we should be winning these, so you never go for the pause. But at that point, the game's already got way too far in NaVi's hands. NaVi are now so confident that it doesn't really matter. You're not going to be able to ice them out. You're not going to be able to slow down any of these plays. And this could be a bit of a slaughter as well. They're going to be walking out close towards mid. Somebody with that MP9. In close range, it definitely can be a detriment to your health. Let's see if you can set up anyone on a date with the car at the top.
Yeah, they've got 3 players in that mid position. This is the best chance there is for TYLOO. Lots of missed shots coming in, and it still comes out with this battle being the decider. Like, if Attacker can win it, then they have a chance, but that's not going to be happening. I'm flying versus an SG. But yeah, very messy, right? I think they'd need an utter miracle to win this back from here.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. And at this point as well, it's not even worth trying to slow down the game and talk about things and hash it out. There's nothing you can change because you can't afford to, not only in terms of rounds, but in terms of actual cash as well. You don't have any availability of buying your way back into the game right now.
Well, and also you got to remember that I would almost say that even this scoreline is kind, because they won the Force Fly, that gave them 3 rounds, then they won the Pistol. So all that basically means is that 4 of their 6 rounds are when NaVi didn't have weaponry, or they didn't. Okay, I'll give them the 2nd round, but that's kind of like a question. Guardian again. He may not be the one leading the server in stats, but he has had some huge impact plays. Like, even in some retake scenarios we saw early in the map as well, he was really good. And now he's been getting consistent entry frags with that AWP, which it's invaluable. Like, you can't complain at all.
No, you can't stop him as well. If he's coming up short, wielding the AWP like a shotgun and just being able to blow you away every single round, you might as well just put your hands up as he enters the site. And here's the attack on the A site. Everyone charging through. Cheeky 5-7 frag will be found as Flamey is left splayed out on the ground. But it's all up to Freeman and his trusty 5-7. I don't think this little pea shooter is going to do too much. He did get the headshot across.
Because it does seem like such a long time ago since we've seen any impact from him. And I don't like railing on one player, but he's supposed to be the best player in this team, pretty much. Like, that's what I expect from him, at least when seeing them play. Now the AWP, the double AWP T side.
Yeah.
This has gone full like YOLO pick play mode from NaVi, and to be honest, with the way things have been going, I really can't blame them.
I do agree with you, because it makes it so much worse when he's basically like the exclamation mark of a team that you look towards to really be like huge in impact.
Okay, he got a kill in the pistol round.
Okay.
So
quite some time.
yeah, it's been when it was 11-5 was the last time he got, or 11-4, sorry, was when the last time he got a kill. Yeah, this is just more of the same. They're just getting absolutely styled in at the moment. 23 kills, 101. Wow, that's going to go up. ADR. Yeah, this is just as easy as you like. Are we expecting an ace in the final round? No, Guardian stole it. We switched to AWP, don't worry. But yeah.